Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new documentary October 8. And this film is from director Wendy Sachs and producer Deborah Messing, and focuses on the rise of anti-Semitism since those attacks on October 7th. And this film, I think, is a very obvious kind of call against the very, very leaning pro-Palestine movement, and in the wake of everything that's been going on between Israel and Hamas. And this film, I think, is trying to, find some footing in trying to, you can be supportive of Palestine having their own land. You could also not hate Jewish people because of what the Israeli government is doing. And I think this documentary does an all-right job of splitting that. I do feel like there's still a lot here that's spent really trying to push, like, hey, Jewish people are being persecuted and people are being horrible and hating Jewish people. I think the film struggles a little bit because it tries to connect Zionism and just general being Jewish, and trying to show, like, you can't hate Zionists, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think this film does a great job of really helping you understand the differentiation. So that's not great. And I feel like this film still very biasly tries to avoid even acknowledging, like, hey, we can understand that people are upset and frustrated about, Palestine and how Palestinians are being treated. No, this has one specific job, this film, and it's supposed to focus on Jewish experience and anti-Semitism. And there's powerful stories that it presents, because there's certain situations here that it's just like, this shouldn't be happening. And some of the elements are a little bit murkier, because I don't know if this film always paints, like, the whole picture of some of these situations, but I do think it's important because anti-Semitism is rising, and there's some very haunting and harrowing videos that they show in this film of some of the things that people are saying about Jewish people, of the actions they're taking against Jewish people. And, like, there's Deborah Messing and Michael Rappaport, who are the few actual celebrities who are in this film trying to make a difference, trying to get attention, and that kind of experience that this documentary is trying to, humanize the Jewish experience, and trying to point out that, like, hey, these are all the horrible things that are happening to Jewish people on college campuses and such. I think this documentary, for what it's trying to accomplish, which is put a spotlight on that there's a lot of unfortunate experiences for Jewish people and this backlash. But this film is very obviously biased and is just really trying to focus on this specific perspective. And yes, Jewish people shouldn't be persecuted as a result of how the Israeli government is choosing to do things. I wish the film would have tried to reinforce that point a little bit stronger. And in general, I think this film has a lot of emotional elements and some powerful moments. But it's one of those kinds of films that it's effective enough, well put together enough, and it just struggles with the fact that it's still a bit of tunnel vision. And it doesn't paint a whole picture, and I'll be interested to see a documentary that really does paint the whole picture of this situation. But for now, this is a reactionary film that definitely feels like, in the wake of all these horrible things that are happening to Jewish people around the world because of this whole situation, this film is shining a light on those things and why that needs to stop. But those are my thoughts on October 8th. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.